Welcome to ModiMakes.
What's good, everybody? My name is Modi, this is ModiMakes, and today I'm gonna be scrounging up all my childhood Legos to make some 3D architectural pixel art. This cleanup is taking a little bit. That wasn't the smartest move. Because of course I kept all my childhood Legos. Legos are awesome. You'd be a fool not to. I'm not a child, you're a child. The idea is I essentially want to make one of those hanging sculptures that look like a random assortment of detritus on strings until you view it from a very precise angle, and then it creates a beautiful, distinct image. Except I'm going to do it in a much easier, cheaper, and more fun way that you can hang on your wall. It's not laziness, it's intelligence. So basically, I'm going to use a bunch of Legos of different shapes, sizes, and heights to create a 3D pixel art image that when you view it from the side just looks like a jumbled mess. But then when viewed straight on, it creates a beautiful, colorful image. But first, there's a little setup to be done to get ready. So let's start off with first things first. Monday Modi has to slowly sort through a bunch of boxes for usable Legos to be piled by color. And of course, reminisce over some old toys I found in there too. Alright, back to work, come on. After I have them all sorted, I'll use my most plentiful color, which also happens to be my most boring color, gray, to create a base to build on. Alright, now that all the tedious setup is complete, I can get to the actual art part of this art tutorial. If you're gracious enough to call it that, at least. After getting everything over to the studio, I'm going to break out my black Legos and start the surprisingly difficult task of counting out pixels to set my line work in the right spot. I did manage to mess this up somehow, so it took a couple backtracks to get it right, but we got there in the end. Setting up the line work first saves a ton of time later on though, because I don't have to worry about counting pixels out anymore and I can just focus on fills. All I do have to worry about though is searching through piles of Legos to find the right shapes to fit and solve a puzzle to get complete color fills each time. I love the look of all the different types of Legos in the colored areas, so I thought I'd try to bring that to everything, while also giving my best attempts at gradients and shadings with the extremely limited color palette I have, and constantly knocking out Legos while trying to put in other Legos, which is all part of the artistic process. Now, here's where the design starts to go downhill, unfortunately. I decided the design needed some sort of a background besides just corporate gray. And I thought it would be epic to have the lava lamp being struck by lightning while the ghost is being summit, with the ground and horizon around the subject showing a vague desert landscape erupting in flame from some sort of demonic ritual. And I really tried to make all this make sense with the low-res nature of this art form, but unfortunately this idea made this design far too busy. And I realized that the entire design was too complicated for the amount of pixels I had available, so that when you looked at it straight on, you really couldn't tell what the image was supposed to be at all without being told what you're looking at. As it goes so many times when trying out a new art form, I had to rethink the whole design from the ground up, which in layman's terms just means that I had to disassemble everything I had just created all the way down to the base and come at it with something completely fresh and new. And most importantly of all, simplify, simplify, simplify. So I retreated to my art dungeon and came up with something brand new. Alright, back to a blank canvas. We got this time. So let's do a little more pixel counting and get the outline outlined again. I think I managed to only mess up maybe 3 whole times and have to recount everything again on this one. I feel bold, I feel strong, I feel energized to place hundreds of Legos and just absolutely obliterate my fingernails. But I'm much happier and more confident with my new anthropomorphic palm tree buddy design here. And every good palm tree buddy deserves a nice green grassy tropical landscape on the beach to live in, which I got all meta about here by using green foliage pieces to fill in the bright green grassy area.
Let me show you.
But what would a beautiful tropical paradise be without a lovely golden and red sunset? And to really capture that atmospheric squiggly effect, yes, that is the scientific term, I promise, I used a bunch of waving flags and other curved pieces to blend the colors. Then it was just a matter of racking all one of my magnificent brain cells to figure out how to fill in all the gray with the few vibrant red blocks I had left. And I swear this must have taken me more than an hour to figure out. But with the heart of a lion and the intelligence of a stoner houseplant, I managed to pull it off. And it was all worth it in the end to have this eye-melting bright background to contrast the character and really make my palm tree buddy pop off the blocks. So let's see how we did with this 3D pixel art round 2 electric boogaloo and get into those final shots. Well, there you have it, my peoples. My palm tree pixel art piece is complete. And after seeing how awful the first one turned out, it makes me much happier about this second one. It is clear, it is interesting, and from all the work that I had to put in compared to all the work I thought this would be, it's very impressive in my mind with the end result. But let me know what you guys think of the piece down in the comments below, and let me know if you have any comments about this video or any other video I've made. I'll be happy to read through them all and respond to them personally, as I always do. And you know, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. That would be fantastic. And if you like me, you like the channel, and you want to help support me, the #1 thing that you can do is to subscribe. I really couldn't thank you enough if you did. It means the world to me. And with all that out of the way, and without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Thanks for watching.